What's up guys, Dino here, welcome back to my racing channel. Well, Aintree, it's the Grand National 3-day event, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, here we go. Tips flying all over the place the next 3 days, so I hope you can all come and watch the videos. Any new subscribers out there, let's hit that subscribe button, let's hit that bell. You will get all my videos today, tomorrow, next week and next month. So let's get right into the racing for tomorrow. And here it is, Aintree. Fantastic. Have a look at this. Grade 1, Grade 1, Grade 1, Grade 1. Fantastic. These will be the 4 races that we will be concentrating on. Even though I'm only going to give you 3 tips. 3? Only 3? Wow! Come on! Let's see how we get on Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and let's see if we can get it even better than what we did with the Dubai World Cup and Doncaster and Kempton. Let's see if we can push on for you here. So, the 3 races that we're going to concentrate on, I will give you the 145 on what I think, but the 3 tips that I'm going to give you is in the 220, the 250 and the 325. Now, before we look into this, remember what I've always said to you, or what I said to you 3 or 4 videos back, about horses that never performed to their standard. They then come to Aintree and all of a sudden they perform. This is the danger with Aintree. Is actually probably harder to tip horses than it is to pick winners at Cheltenham, and we know how hard Cheltenham was. Aintree is going to be, even though the 3 races we're going to look at have only got 9 runners, 6 runners and 9 runners, as you will find out in a few seconds how hard it's going to be to pick winners, because you're going to have horses that have won at Cheltenham and you're going to have horses that didn't perform at Cheltenham, and that could easily the tables could be turned easily, as you will find out right now. So we're going to look at the 220 at Aintree tomorrow. Now this computer's been going a wee bit slow. Come on, let's do this. Today would be good. Here we go. Okay, so here we are, 220 at Aintree tomorrow. Over 2 miles and 1 furlong. Grade 1. It's on good to soft. That's the first thing that I look at. Good to soft. See what the ground is. It's worth just over £56,000. Now, how many can actually win this? Well, Band of Laws can win it, or Band of Outlaws can win it. Pentland Hills can win it. Fakir Duari, or whatever it's called, can win it. Christopher Wood has a chance. Fan du Sol has a chance. Agile has a chance. Exactly, that just shows you how hard this is. But I have looked into this, and as I've always said, if you can do your homework and you go by the way the horses have ran on ground, where its last race was, who it was up against, jockeys, trainers, who's in form, and there is a few of these that can win this race. Forget the betting, just forget that, because there's 9 horses in this race and probably 7 of them could win this. Exactly. Looking at the form, going by the form, 7 of them could win this race. What the bookies are saying is Band of Outlaws has got an exceptional chance, which it has if you go by its form. It's only got an overall rating here of 149 and a weight of 11 stone. Pentland Hills, obviously they've all got 11 stone. Pentland Hills 153. Number 5, I'll call him number 5. 11 stone 146, so we can see how close number 5 is and Band of Outlaws is. It's only a few pounds between the two. Then we go further down in Christopher Wood, who's only had 2 starts and has won the 2 of them. Granted, in lesser company. This is why it's at 10-1. But it is a Paul Nicholls horse, and it is a Harry Cobden horse. 11 stone, 142. So he's really got a little bit to find on Band of Outlaws and Pentland Hills, who have run in Grade 1 races. Fan du Sol, it's only got 136. Again, he's got a lot to find, because he's not even been anywhere near the grade races, so he's got a bit to find. As Jarly, again, 141. Yeah, he's had 5 races. Yes, he'll be fit. Yes, he's had 20 days off. It's got a chance. It's got a chance. So there's a few in here that have got chances. There's ones that are stronger than others. But I'm going to show you something. We always talk about the overall rating. Pentland Hills hadn't had an overall rating when it won at Cheltenham 20 days ago. And it's absolutely flew up to 153 of a rating. Now what that's telling you is, this is a wee handicap lesson as well. What that's telling you is, the handicappers think Pentland Hills is a very, very good horse. Which it could be. But it's only had 2 runs. It's only had 2 runs. Okay, it's won a Grade 1 race, which is exceptional. But I think it's just slightly unfair to give it 153 overall rating only in its 3rd race. Whereas Band of Outlaws has had 4 races and only got 149. So my tip for the 220 Aintree tomorrow is going to be Pentland Hills. My only worry with it, I don't think when it won at Cheltenham it didn't really get a hard race, but I'm hoping that race at Cheltenham hasn't taken an awful lot out of the horse. I don't think Nicky Henderson, the trainer, would put it into this race if he thought it had had a hard race at Cheltenham. It loves the going. It's won on good to soft before. It's won over 2 mile 1 furlong before. So there's not a problem there. Its weight of 11 stone, not a problem either. My only worry is Pentland Hills winning at Cheltenham, and has that maybe taken a little bit out of the horse. I don't think it will, if I'm being honest. I don't think it will, because it wasn't getting bustled along. It wasn't getting whipped left, right and centre. Yeah, it was getting rushed a little bit over the second and the last, but that's normal. But I don't think it had a hard race. So my tip in the 220 at Aintree in a difficult race is going to be Pentland Hills. Alright? The 250 is going to be another difficult Grade 1 race. And as you can see, there's only 6 runners in it, and 5 of these could win it. I mean, forget the betting, 5 of these could win it. 5 of them could win it. Kemboy, Cheltenham, unseated its rider. So that hasn't really, to a degree, had a race. Look at its form before it. First, then last season first. So the Cheltenham race, it's not really done anything. So that boy is going to be fresh as a daisy. Clan des Obeaux. We all know about Clan des Obeaux. It ran an absolute belter in the Gold Cup. Is a really good horse, as you can see from its overall rating of 172 compared to Kenboy of 168. You then have Bristol Demay, which ran an absolute belter in the Gold Cup. He's exactly the same as Clan des Obeaux. 172, 11 stone 7. Road to Respect, another good horse. 106. These horses are all quite close to each other, and they all will probably run good races. Again, it's been a tough one because the one that's probably going to be fresh is going to be Kenboy, because it unseated the rider, so it's not really had a race at Cheltenham. So I can understand why they've slightly got that favourite. But the one that I'm going to go for is the one that I picked in the Gold Cup. And I'm going to stick with Clan des Obeaux. This is a really, really good horse. It's, in my opinion, this is a good horse. Absolutely. At Cheltenham, when it ran the Gold Cup, it was 3 miles, 2.5 furlongs. And as we noticed, that it came over the last and it just sort of fell away. Ended up being 5th. It's now 1.5 furlongs less. So I'm going to go for Clan des Obeaux to win the 250 at Aintree. Can Bristol Demay win it? Absolutely. Can Kenboy? Absolutely. Can Road to Respect? Absolutely. So it's another tough race that I think that Clan des Obeaux has just got that wee bit more class. And again, I'm just hoping that the Gold Cup hasn't taken too much out of him, which it could have. It could have, but then again, it could have taken it out of Bristol Demay. So the two that we maybe should be looking at is Road to Respect and Kenboy. But I'm going to stick with Clan des Obeaux to win the 250 at Aintree tomorrow. We shall move on to the 325 at Aintree. If this just hurries up a little bit. Thank you. And well, do we have another belter of a race? 5, 6 could win this. It's that difficult. It is that difficult. 3 races that are that difficult to predict. Bouvier, we all know what happened to it. It fell in the Gold Cup. Not the Gold Cup. It fell in the race before the Gold Cup. So that's not really had a race. So that's going to be fresh. Faugheen the Machine ran an absolute belter in the same race as what Bouvier did. Just tired over the last. Melon is a very good horse. Absolutely. Super Sunday, very good horse. Verdana Blue is already beaten Bouvier. Came in 5th at Cheltenham. Remember what I keep on saying. If they don't run up to scratch at Cheltenham, they usually do it at Aintree. Usually do it. So this is why 5 or 6 of these could win this. And again, it's very difficult to pick the winner. So my tip for the 325 at Aintree is going to be Faugheen the Machine. Of this horse, to me, hasn't lost its class. It's maybe lost a little bit of pace. It travels like a Ferrari round any course. It's not going to really have the hill to go up like what it did at Cheltenham. Bouvedere is an absolute danger. Absolutely, because it's not had this race. It's not had a race the last time because it fell. Faugheen had a little bit of a hard race. Melon, it's only 23 days ago. Super Sunday, again, it was only 7th. So Verdana Blue could be the dark horse of this race without any shadow of a doubt. So, but I'm going to stick with Faugheen the Machine, as I call him. Class all over it, just as Bouvedere has, just as Verdana Blue has. But I just think Faugheen's only had 3 races this year, and I think it's about to peak. But that is my opinion. So, on this occasion, for the 325 at Aintree, I'm going to go for Faugheen to win the race. Now remember, you can do this each way because there is 9 horses in the race. So you can do an each way bet in this. You couldn't do it in the race before because I think there was only 6 runners. Just double check just to make sure. Yep, 6 runners. So you have to do it on the nose. Only get a winner in that race. And I've got a funny feeling, I think the 220 was okay. Once it comes up. Yeah. So the 220 you can have an each way bet because there's 9 runners. So if you wanted to do Pentland Hills each way, absolutely. All the 3 tips, I'm going to be doing wins on them. But if you ladies and gents want to do each way bets, you can do an each way bet on Pentland Hills in the 220 and you can do an each way bet on Faugheen in the 325. The one at Clan de Zobo is running in, you would have to do that as a win. Alright? So, Aintree this week, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Yes, there will be tips. Yes, do I think I've got the winner of the Grand National? Absolutely, of course I do. But I'm not telling you that till Saturday. Or Friday night. Alright, so stay tuned. As I say, any new subscribers out there, let's hit that big, huge red button. Let's hit the bell. You'll get all my videos today, tomorrow, next week, next month. I'm not going to go away. I'm going to stay here and help you ladies and gents out get some cash. Remember to bet sensibly, ladies and gents. And yeah, enjoy your day tomorrow. Hopefully we can have 2 or 3 winners. It would be great to have 3 winners. Because that's the whole point that we do this, to try and earn a little bit of cash. Alright, there will be more videos, so stay tuned and I'll see you all soon.